sur l'épisode du jour de On peut le dire. So what are we doing today? We're looking at the next group of gliding vowel. Our level in key stage 3 and key stage 4, we only need those 3, so that's what we're focusing on. What you do is you are going to combine an oral vowel sound that we've learned before with the end of the English sound I. Not the beginning. So your A at the start of I, dump that, just cut it off, just behead it, shove it aside, and you keep just the end, the ya. Yeah, okay. So we can combine that with an E sound that we've already learned, E, E. We can also combine that with an A sound as you do in English, so we'll have I, and we can also combine that with an open E that we've learned before, A. So this time I figure maybe we can focus on each sound like this, column-wise first, and then we'll go across, and then we'll do a bit of a gap fill in speaking. Okay, so for the E sound, we have 3 nouns that we're using today. We are going to use the noun fille, fille, and that means girl or daughter, fille. We're going to use cheville, cheville, which is ankle, and then famille, famille, for family, obviously. So that's going to be for E. E, fille, cheville, famille. Then we're going to look at I, and for this we'll start with an interjection. I is French for ouch, so I. Chamaille, that comes from the verb phrase je me chamaille, so I bicker, je me chamaille avec, I bicker with whoever, so chamaille. And then we're also going to use bataille, which is a noun and it means a battle, and it's feminine, bataille. Okay, so I, chamaille, bataille. And then for the third group, we're going to have the sound aille, and for this we're going to start by using the noun veille, la veille. That can also be a verb, but at our level it's probably going to be used mostly as a noun, so that's what we're using it as here, and that means the day before something. So if you're telling a story, you might say la veille du départ, the day before leaving. Okay, so la veille. Then we're going to use the noun réveil, le réveil, and that's the alarm clock, or waking up, as in the waking up time. So le réveil. And then oreille, which is ear, oreille, oreille. Okay, so now that you had an overview, let's focus on the E. And we're going to practice this quite a few times so that you can focus on what your mouth is doing. So you can focus on hearing the sound, reproducing it as best as you can, and then what are your lips doing? Can you feel out what your tongue is doing in your mouth? Can you feel basically all of that moving and build up that muscle memory so it doesn't require any effort in the future, or it requires less effort in the future. Okay, so we have, obviously you listen and you repeat, you don't let me do this on my own. So let's do this. Ille, fille, cheville, famille. Ille, fille, cheville, famille. Ille, fille, cheville, famille. I just inserted here the little pauses. I know when I watch videos of foreign languages I'm trying to learn, I actually don't like the pauses so much. I prefer it when they keep repeating the same thing on the loop and I just join in when I feel ready, but they're still in the background, if that makes sense. And then when I gain confidence I can just mute to practice on my own. But I don't really like it when the video has gaps built in, because I never know how long the gaps will be. So let me know what you prefer in the comments below. If you like the pauses, I can try and force myself to make them, but if not, just let me know. No, that's fine, just carry on looping and we'll mute it when we want. So the next lot we'll have aille. So aille, chamaille, bataille. Aille, chamaille, bataille. Aille, chamaille, bataille. Aille, chamaille, bataille. And the last one we have aille, aille. So we'll have aille, veille, réveil, oreille. Aille, veille, réveil, oreille. Aille, veille, réveil, oreille. Okay, so hopefully with that you've got a bit of a feel, you know what's happening, or at least you know what it feels like to make the right sounds. What we're now going to do is practice changing from ille to I to aille. So we want to build up this flexibility, we'll call it, and build up speed and fluency that way. Okay, so we'll have ille, aille, aille. Fille, aille, veille. Cheville, chamaille, réveil. Famille, bataille, oreille. Fille, aille, veille. Cheville, chamaille, réveil. Famille, bataille, oreille. Okay, so now that we've practiced them in single words on their own, what we're going to do is a different sort of gap fill compared to last video. We have a text coming up here, hopefully. Maybe it's half hiding me. I don't know how big I can make it because I'm not sure how far out I can be. And every time we have a word we've learned today, I'm not going to read it out. So I'm going to read out the whole thing, but every time it's a word we've done, for example here, fille, I'm pointing here and I don't know if that's where it will be. So for example, the word fille, the second word in my text, I will not read out. So it's your job to fill in the gaps. You have to speak out the words I'm skipping. And we want to try and keep a steady pace, a steady flow. So I will try and slow down, but you do need to jump in and say it, otherwise it will just sound a bit odd. I will do it with the gaps twice, first to give you a chance to try genuinely on your own. Then I will read it out completely myself so you know what it should sound like, and then we'll have another go together, okay? So, first try, do read out the words that I'm skipping, okay? So we have ma, se, dès le, avec toute la, c'est une vraie, qui me casse les. Second time. Ma, se, dès le, avec toute la, c'est une vraie, qui me casse les. Alright, so that should have sounded something like ma fille se chamaille dès le réveil avec toute la famille. C'est une vraie bataille qui me casse les oreilles. Aïe, aïe, aïe. Okay, and if you speed up and you do a normal-ish speed, that's speed twice in the same sentence, but never mind. So we'll have ma fille se chamaille dès le réveil avec toute la famille. C'est une vraie bataille qui me casse les oreilles. Aïe, aïe, aïe. So a bit more dramatic reading here. And then we can go for a middle ground, and I'm going to read it out, and then you can just mute when it gets to the important words that we've learned today. So we'll have ma fille se chamaille dès le réveil avec toute la famille. C'est une vraie bataille qui me casse les oreilles. Aïe, aïe, aïe. And that's it for today. So let me know what you thought in the comments below about this sort of gap fill. Is it helpful? Maybe more helpful than the spelling one. What you thought about having pauses after I've demonstrated each sound. Let me know if you have specific questions that you'd like us to cover. As far as I can see, we have now completed our visit around all of the vowel sounds in French, so we're going to start looking at consonant sounds. But obviously, if you feel like I've forgotten something that you struggle with, do let me know. If you've liked this video, give me a little thumb up. If you know people this could help, share the video out and about. If you have not subscribed yet, and my content tends to help you or be handy or even just funny, we need to laugh in daily life, it's good for your health, do subscribe and then you know what's going on. So we've said comment, like, subscribe, share. Those are the 4 things I keep forgetting to say, so I think we're good. Comment, like, subscribe and share this, and thanks for watching. Enjoy your practice. Don't forget, on peut le dire. Ciao!